Casey Phillips here with senior writer and editor Scott Smith, and the Buccaneers have won their playoff game. They are advancing, and now we finally know, because they were the last game of the weekend, we didn't have to wait this time to find out who they were going to be playing. So now we know who they'll be taking on. Tell us about this next matchup.
Yeah, it's on to Green Bay. The Buccaneers are in the NFC Championship game for the fourth time in team history. The very first one in '79 was at home against Philly, but since then, they've all been on the road, and now we're going to be in Lambeau. It's not the very first time the Buccaneers have played a playoff game in Lambeau Field. They did so in 1997 after they broke a 15-year playoff drought. That was a divisional round game, and the Packers won 21-7 on their way to a Super Bowl. This one is the last game before the Super Bowl, and the Buccaneers are trying to get home to Raymond James Stadium to be the first team to ever play the Super Bowl in their own home stadium. And if it seemed like a long shot 3 or 4 or 5 weeks ago, it's right there on the doorstep now. One more game.
So true. One more game. All right, so we know this is another rematch. That just like the Saints game. Now, thankfully, this one we've only played them once instead of it being our third time. But I mean, thankfully, this one also went a lot better as far as the regular season matchup went. So what are the things that you think are going to be similar or different to that matchup to make sure the outcome is the same?
Well, yeah, I think you'd have to say that 38-10 win over the Packers in Week 6 was the Bucs' signature win of the season. I mean, it's their best win in terms of the opponent that they beat, and it was just dominant. If you recall, Aaron Rodgers came out and they were undefeated at the time and absolutely red hot. In the first couple of drives, it looked like, how are we going to be able to stop Aaron Rodgers? They got 10-0, but then the defense clamped down in a way that nobody could have seen coming. And Aaron Rodgers had by far his worst output of the season, even, turnovers and sacks. And obviously, if you're saying what do you want to have stayed the same, that's it. You want to get that pressure and get some mistakes out of Aaron Rodgers. But, I mean, I just don't know how much we can rely on the fact that happened before, meaning it's going to happen again. So just, more of the same of that, more of the same of everything that happened in that game. But I'd say the biggest difference is, while the Bucs did score 38 points that game, their offense now is better than it was back in October. It's really clicking. So this could be a shootout. However, we don't know how cold it's going to be, and we know how good Aaron Rodgers has been in the cold. So it's a tough challenge. But yeah, with the Super Bowl right there, I think the Bucs are up for it. It's going to be one of the most exciting days in Buccaneer history.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for us on this matchup preview. We are so excited to watch this NFC Championship game. Make sure you stay tuned to everything on the Buccaneers website to get you all fired up for that game.